Hi, I'm Sam from Bear. When a loved one passes away, the initial shock can make even the simplest of tasks feel monumental. When the emotional weight is heavy, the practical to-do list is actually quite structured. Knowing exactly what to prioritize, from the initial medical certification to choosing a provider that aligns with your values, is the best way to ensure the process feels manageable for you. This video covers the basics of what to do, so you're prepared no matter which funeral director you plan to use. If you want to see exactly how we guide families through these first steps at Bear, you can always head to bear.com.au or give us a call on 1800 071 176. The steps you should take following a passing are determined by whether the death was expected or unexpected. If a loved one passes away after a period of illness or while receiving palliative care, it is generally an expected death, which in this case, there is no need to contact emergency services. Instead, you should notify their GP or palliative care nurse so they can confirm the death and prepare the medical certificate of cause of death. If the passing occurs overnight, it is acceptable to stay with your loved one and wait until the morning to alert medical staff. Your loved one will remain quite safe while you wait, and these can be very special moments to share with them. If a death is unexpected, you must contact emergency services immediately by calling 000. It is important that you do not disturb the surroundings or move your loved ones until the responding officers or paramedics authorize you to do so. It is also important to check if the deceased was an organ or tissue donor, as this may require immediate action. A medical certificate of cause of death is required before funeral arrangements can proceed or the body can be transported. This certificate is provided by the GP or palliative care team for expected deaths or by emergency services or coroner in unexpected circumstances. Once the cremation or burial process is complete, your funeral director will assist with the process of registering the death with birth, deaths and marriages to obtain the official death certificate. Once the death has been officially verified by the appropriate authorities or medical professionals, you can then reach out to your preferred funeral provider to coordinate the next steps. Most providers offer 24/7 availability to assist families during this urgent time. Funeral homes offer a range of essential services, including the dignified preparation of your loved one, the management of burial or cremation, and the assistance with the necessary legal paperwork. They also offer facilities for viewings and memorial services, providing a space to honour your loved one. Because costs can differ significantly based on the specific services you choose, it is a good idea to reach out to multiple funeral homes to compare quotes and find the best fit for your family's needs. If your loved one left a legal will, it should be located as soon as possible to identify the executor responsible for managing the estate. Within these documents, you might find specific instructions regarding your loved one's preferences for a cremation or burial, as well as details about any prepaid funeral arrangements. Once these wishes are clarified, you can work with your funeral director to ensure the services carry out exactly as your loved one intended. If no specific requests were documented, you may wish to collaborate with your family members to decide on a meaningful way to honour their life. When you feel ready, begin informing immediate family and friends, and consider asking a trusted person to help notify others on your behalf. Having a close friend or relative join you right away can provide vital emotional support and practical assistance during these initial hours. You may also wish to turn to community groups or professional services such as Lifeline for immediate guidance and comfort. Managing the stress of loss is a significant task, making grief support an essential part of the journey. Whether you rely on family or professional counselling, prioritizing your own emotional health is vital as you navigate these arrangements. Establishing a support network early on can offer much-needed stability and strength as you begin the funeral planning process. It is important to secure your loved one's home, vehicles, and valuables as soon as possible by ensuring all doors and windows are firmly locked. If they lived alone, these security measures are highly important. Additionally, ensure that any pets are properly cared for and address perishable items in the fridge and freezer to avoid complication later on. Taking these immediate practical steps helps protect the estate and prevents unnecessary problems while you focus on handling the funeral arrangements. In Australia, funeral options can be highly flexible, allowing families to choose a farewell that aligns with their values and budget. These can range from simple, lower-cost direct cremations to more elaborate traditional burials. While the cost for a standard funeral service varies by funeral director, the final cost is heavily influenced by selections such as the venue or coffin type, as well as the cemetery fees. The next step is to notify essential government agencies and organisations within required timeframes. This involves contacting Services Australia and notifying Medicare to stop payments, a process your funeral director may be able to assist with. You should also contact the ATO, banks, superannuation funds, insurance companies, and your loved one's employer if relevant. These notifications help prevent overpayments, identity theft, and also ensure proper handling of your loved one's financial assets. The executor identified in the will can now begin managing the estate, which may include applying for probate if required by the estate's value and complexity. Their responsibilities include paying outstanding debts, managing assets, and distributing the estate according to the will's instructions. This process involves working with banks, superannuation funds, and other financial institutions to transfer or close accounts and settle the deceased's financial affairs. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this information has provided some clarity and support for you on what to do after a loved one dies. If you'd like to learn more about the steps in place at Bear, you can find all the details at bear.com.au or call us for a chat on 1800 071 176.